Hello, dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. As always, guys, thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel, and if you haven't done so, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, all that information can be found down below in the description. So, Aries, this is your reading. And again, guys, these are general readings, so only take whatever applies and please leave the rest. We have this energy of blocked. Now, whether it is you yourself that is trying to block somebody, or maybe you feel like you're blocked, or you're trying to block a certain behavior or pattern, there is this rush energy of trying to run away from something, right? Sometimes when we start to notice, let's put it this way, that we're picking up certain behaviors, right, that we feel that we overcame or that we outgrew or whatever, when they start to slowly like trickle in, it kind of catches your attention. But the more that you get into an energy, let's put it this way, of trying to fight it, instead of acknowledging that it's there and that maybe there was something that triggered you into that bad behavior, I would focus your energy more on trying to see what triggered it, right? So if it was a behavior, what triggered that behavior? What triggered that out of character type of behavior for you, instead of running away from it? Because if you don't address the issue, right, the underlying issue, then it's something that is going to probably resurface again, right? So sometimes, it's very easy to just kind of put a band-aid on something and kind of forget about it, right? But then what happens when you take that band-aid off? If it hasn't healed completely, if something hasn't been faced or dealt with, then the underlying issue is still there. So that's basically the main energy that I am picking up for you guys. For those of you that this is a person that you're blocking, or you're trying to stay away from, you're trying not to fall for their tricks again, or whatever it is, regardless of whether it's romantic or platonic, guys, this is a repetitive pattern, because I do see this kind of like chaotic energy where you're running, but then this person somehow pulls you in, right? So this is somebody that basically gives you like the bare minimum just to keep you, to string you along, and then walks away. Now, whether, again, this can be in business, this can be friendship, this can be family, because it's not just exes that do that, right? Sometimes you have people that only, let's put it this way, only come towards you or only look for you when they need something from you, right? And when they don't, it's almost kind of like they fall off the face of the earth. And it's like, again, they start to trickle in. And you're being advised to recognize those patterns in people, and recognize those patterns within yourself, and address them accordingly. Sometimes it's like people will go on a rampage, and, speaking from experience here, where I would block like my ex and stuff like that, to only, when I would unblock him, allow him back in, right? Because I wasn't dealing with the issue. That the blocking him in my mind was like, okay, if he can't reach me, then he can lure me in. But the truth of the matter is, I wasn't dealing with the underlying issue, right? Why was I being drawn back in? Why was I allowing myself to go back into a relationship that didn't work, right? So that's kind of like the way that you have to look at it. By blocking something or pretending that something isn't there or that it didn't exist is not addressing the underlying issue, and you're being asked to address the underlying issue. So let's go ahead and let's pull out a few tarot. Alrighty, this is a new deck. Can't not remember the name of it. I just got it. I think I did just get it. Alright, let's see. The Hermetic tarot deck. We'll just put it right here so people see what deck I'm using, because I know sometimes people do ask, but I really don't. I usually just take them out of the boxes and just put the boxes away. Alright, so let's go ahead. So we have here the Six of Pentacles, the Lord of Material Success, the Knight of Cups, which is the Lord of waves and waters, and then the Seven of Cups. Lord of illusionary success. So when we talk about illusions, right, when we talk about something that is not there, when you block something or you try to pretend like it's not there, like it doesn't exist, or that out of mind, out of sight, right, or out of sight, out of mind, excuse me, it's just an illusion, because when you're faced with it again, everything that was unresolved with it, that's within that situation, comes right back up. So let's go ahead and see what is in your love energy. Again, love energy can be any type of relationship, romantic, platonic, your passion, your career, your spirituality, etc. Give me one card, Spirit. Seduction. So with the seduction, we have attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptations, and third-party interference. So again, this seduction energy of something that lures you back in, it attracts you back in, but it's because you have failed to really go into what it is that triggers that in you, right? What is it that lures you back into either a connection or into a behavior? Addressing that underlying issue, and then you won't have the need to block anything, because then there's nothing to block. So let's go ahead and let's get your closing message, Aries. Give me one card for Aries closing message. Just one card. Take time to breathe out the dismantling moon. There are times when we're forced to go into the space where we have to let everything fall apart. And when we stop running from those things that we want to block or that we want to pretend are not there, it is usually when we're forced to really take a look at ourselves, right? What is it that we are allowing to trigger us? Why is it that we go back into old behaviors and patterns that we are not satisfied with? And that is exactly what you're being advised to do, to just allow the dismantling of this energy to completely run its course without you stopping it from doing so. Well, guys, that is all that I have. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.